But not too long ago, we were told that there are some amendments being drawn and for bills behind the scenes right now. And so now they aren't expected to reconvene until 5. But looking over my shoulder, that hasn't happened yet either. So the debate tonight is regarding the Senate's budget proposal that actually passed last night, 38-1. The Senate approved a proposal that would extend 1/2 of a 1% sales tax instead of 1/3. It would also fund programs like TOPS and healthcare. But the tax part of it seems to be the part that's causing some debate tonight. Representative Cameron Henry assured House members they would vote today on a budget bill, whether it's the Senate-approved version or a new one. Senator Wesley Bishop told us on the Senate side, everyone came together to approve their proposal, and he's asking House members to do the same.
I don't think any sane person wants to come back here to try and deal with another special session when we can get this done right now. I think that's the general sentiment across the board, Republicans and Democrats. And if we can work around some people, hopefully we can get this done.
And again, that deadline is at midnight. If by any chance nothing gets done, there is a possibility, as you just heard, that they may have to be back for another special session. We're live in Baton Rouge. Christina Watkins, WDSU News.
We will be providing swimming lessons to all of our first responders.
Those lessons follow a daring rescue during the May 18th flood.
WDSU's Jennifer Crockett is live in Mid-City with the connection between that rescue and this new training. Jennifer.
Well, the officer who jumped into those floodwaters could not swim. It happened right here just 2 weeks ago. Both the officer and the woman who was driving the car made it out okay. But city leaders said today it's a risk that first responders don't need to have to take again.
Never did I think that our first responders would be the one coming to us for this kind of service.
But they are. First responders signing up for swim lessons at the local YMCA. 200 classes paid for by the Helis Foundation. The first to enroll, New Orleans police officer Brian Frank.
What I did 2 weeks ago, I did it out of love and compassion for my job. If I had to do it again, I'd do it again.
What he did set this swim program into motion. New Orleans police said Frank saved a driver from the flooded Carrollton underpass on May 18th. Her car floating away and filling with water. Later, Frank told city leaders he cannot swim.
Well, that surprised and shocked all of us that we had first responders that had not yet learned how to swim.
Councilmember Jay Banks called on the Y to change that.
We will be providing swimming lessons to all of our first responders.
Police officers, firefighters, and EMTs, the ones who jump first in an emergency, like this 18-wheeler crash in 2016.
I would have never dreamt of jumping in that canal if I didn't know how to swim. And so I can't imagine the courage of Officer Frank to do what he did the other day.
The Helis Foundation has committed $20,000 to fund the first 200 swim lessons. They said they will raise more money if they need to for more swim lessons for our first responders. Reporting live in New Orleans, I'm Jennifer Crockett, WDSU News.